After all this time, rumors and speculations and all that, we finally have some confirmation on the next Life is Strange. So a couple weeks back, I went over some of the rumors and supposed leaks for Life is Strange 4. It was said that Max is going to return and is going to be on this murder mystery type of adventure where Chloe might be alive but probably dead depending on what they consider canon. So how do we know it's confirmed? Well, we'll get to that because there's also an article that came out recently, I think at the time of recording this video yesterday, by IGN, and I don't really know how to cover it as I feel as if I read some of it as it stands, YouTube might age restrict the video or take it down. I'm not sure how sensitive this all is. I'm still new here. But I'll try to leave a link in the description or just go peep the IGN Instagram. But it says how hidden blank symbols were the tip of the iceberg at Life is Strange developer Deck 9. And it says inside developers show internal struggles with toxicity, crunch, and hate speech, and much more. Which, honestly, really sucks. It's honestly concerning. But how we do at least know from this little statement that the game is coming, it says that early last year, while working on the next entry to the Life is Strange franchise, a few developers at Deck 9 stumbled upon something that didn't belong in their games. Blank symbols, again, sorry, I'm censoring myself. You can go read the article if you want. I just don't want this video taken down. I'm still not sure how sensitive YouTube is. But anyways, here's where we do get some confirmation. There's a lot going on in this article and in this video, but it says, on the cusp of announcing its next game and struggling to secure other projects, Deck 9 leadership is facing growing discontent from those harmed by its inaction. While the developers of Life is Strange love and believe in the series, many of them increasingly struggle to reconcile the values the games promote with the culture of which they are made. So just from the beginning of this statement, if we are to get an announcement soon, maybe late spring or early summer, honestly, we could get something next month or at the end of this month. They can't hold on to this game. It's probably mostly finished, or at least in the final stages, so we really should be seeing something soon. It's been over 2 years since True Colors, so I have to assume Deck 9 was cooking something up in all that time. And while I wish it was just a happy video, yay, Life is Strange 4 coming super soon, we obviously have to talk about all the bad that's coming with this as well. I just read, it seems like the workplace over at Deck 9 is a little shaky, and of course, the more we read, it gets a little more sad. So, it says here, but as weeks went by, management remained silent and staff unrest grew. This wasn't the first time executives had failed to act when marginalized individuals at the studio felt unsafe. According to over a dozen current and former employees across several departments, most of whom spoke to me on condition of anonymity. For fear of reprisal, Deck 9's management has long let a toxic work culture fester at the studio. They claim the C-suite has protected multiple abusive leaders, encouraged crunch, and allowed bullying of individuals advocating internally for more authentic representation in Life is Strange. So just even reading this a little bit, it really sucks because for me, I always thought that the Life is Strange series as a whole has been very inclusive. Everyone and anyone is accepted. And I'm a firm believer that as long as you do and live to make yourself happy, you should be able to do that without being judged, even if you don't agree with someone's choices because that's not how you feel. That doesn't discount them as who they are, which is human. We are all similar at the end of the day. Everyone leads a different life, and that's okay, you know? So it is sad to see the workplace mentality at Deck 9. People don't feel safe and sometimes are probably treated really unfairly. I mean, the gaming industry as a whole has been having a tough time with things like this for the last few years. And, it really sucks to see and hear. So I'll try to go over some more of the highlights of this article. I don't think I'll read the whole thing. It's huge. We would be here all day, but moving on. Deck 9's first crack at Square Enix's popular narrative series involved significant crunch, and while efforts were made to improve workloads on True Colors, overtime never fully vanished. One anonymous individual told me that they worked 70 to 80 hours a week for an entire month straight on True Colors. Another described taking on weeks of crunch to protect other team members, saying it was never mandated, but that there was always too much to get done in the allotted time. Most of the crunch developers say was the direct result of the relationship between Deck 9 and Square Enix. Several people told me it felt as though Square Enix had sold Life is Strange to the lowest bidder, and that was frequently reflected in production schedules with tight deadlines and small budgets. Multiple people were aware of producers being forced by their bosses and Square Enix to rework production schedules, so it looked like every milestone fit within a very limited development time frame. Despite their arguments, that it was possible one called Square Enix, and specifically Square Enix London, who Deck9 worked with directly, bullies. Another source elaborated, Square Enix always put a lot of pressure on our people, so that toxicity started to bleed into the environment too. Others I spoke to expressed frustration at Square Enix for different reasons. It was far too hands-on with the script. Sure, Life is Strange is a Square Enix-owned IP, but sources told me Square Enix seemed oddly reluctant or outright hostile to the diverse themes and ideas that Life is Strange fans love. For instance, multiple people recalled an incident during True Color's development where Square Enix told multiple developers it didn't want Life is Strange to be thought of as, quote, the gay game, end quote. So, again, with people not feeling, included, because they just don't want to, and there being a lot of crunch going on with development of this game, and it honestly seems to be a popular thing in the industry lately, or from, the last couple years, lower budgets and people working an ungodly amount of time to push these games out. And while I want all these games, people shouldn't be forced to work 70 plus hours a week for months at a time, or even a month at a time, or at all, just to line someone else's pockets. You want people to be passionate about what they're making with this and other toxic shit that's going on behind the scenes. It seems like this is the real reason Don't Nod was really ready to get the fuck out of there. Like, you know what, fine, you guys can have it. And like they said, Square Enix sold this franchise to the lowest bidder. So, and I'm glad that, Don't Nod got out of there, because they're actually doing their own thing right now with Lost Records, which I'm hyped for as well. So I can't say Deck9 is the problem. I mean, it may come across as that at first, but it really seems to be Square Enix, just from the article, which again, go read to get more on that, because I can't cover it all here. Honestly, to close this video out, I am super excited to get the next Life is Strange. I'm almost positive there will be an announcement really, really soon, and hopefully after that, a trailer with the release date. But at the same time, I really feel for the developers making the game. Management seems to be ass, people are slaving away for people that treat them unfairly. I initially wanted to make this video just off the pure hype I have for this game coming, but it, after reading through this, I wonder a little bit if it's worth it. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but all in all, we need to change, man. This is not how it should be. Like, some people are just tripping. Either way, I'm not going to get too much further into it. Like I said, go read the article. But what do y'all think? At the moment, negativity aside, are you at least hyped for some news on the next Life is Strange? Do you hope to see Max return like the rumors said she would with some of those story beats? That type of stuff, and putting negativity up front. What do you think about the work culture of Deck9? Who's to blame here? I'm going to say Square Enix, but that's just me. Either way, let's talk Life is Strange and other stuff in the comments. I know this video was a little all over the place, but I really wanted to get it up. If you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. And if you liked what you've seen, I have more stuff you can go watch. Consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. I got some more fun Life is Strange videos coming. I've been going through some stuff lately. Haven't been posting like I want to, but hopefully that'll change soon. But anyways, that's all I got for you today. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe to see more that I've done and what's to come. But anyways, thanks for coming, and thanks for watching.